Onam festival. Onam festival is a 10-day festival. There are so many events included into the Onam festival. Well, it begins on 26th August and culminates end on 5th September in 2025. Thiruvonam. It begins from Attam. So first day we have Attam Chamayam. Attam Chamayam is a Ghoshayatra, a procession, where you traditional cultural events like Kalaripayattu, Kathakali, processions, tabloid, all these two are exhibited to the public and to the king, to the monarch, to welcome him, to exhibit to him for his entertainment and to display the power, the strength of that town. So this is on beginning of Onam on Attam Chamayam. It's about transaction. Onam is all about transaction because it's the end of Shravanam. The Shravanam, Avanam and Onam and Thiruvonam. This is how that word Onam has come from the month Shravanam, where it is a month of monsoon, where not much transaction is there. Transaction means give and take. In Malayalam it's called Kraya Vikrayam or Koduthu Vangala, Vyaparam, Vyavaharam, Vibani. So these are all Idapadugal, Idapedalugal. This is all about transaction. So in the month of Shravanam, there is least transaction and now begins the time of transaction. So a 10-day festival. There is something called Ona culture, where all the craftsmen, they have various crafts. The farmer will bring the melons and the mangoes and the whatever they generate, whatever the enterprising people, whatever they produce will be given to show cause to the king. And the king will then give them Ona Kodi. Ona Kodi, a brand new dress as a gift back to the people who give the king Ona culture, their producers for that season. Then is Ona Sadhya. Ona Sadhya means the entire family, town, all come and eat together a big feast on a banana leaves, where there are more than 15 items displayed. This is to come together. See, Onam is on one hand full of transaction, but in the transaction, the important part is for people to come together, the family to come together, eat together, stay together, the community to come together. And then there is Ona Sadhya, and the third item is Ona Pookalam. Pookalam is a rangoli. It's a kind of lots of flowers, and respective day of the Onam has its corresponding type of flower, the type of color. It's very specific, very accurate, and they display it in various shapes, forms, generally about 6 feet in diameter, so that they compete which town has made a better Pookalam. Pookalam is a kind of a rangoli. And then the next item is the fourth item is Onatallu. Onatallu means a combat, display of combat between two groups to show the strength of beating up each other. It's a transaction, it is a combat. You cannot avoid a combat. You cannot avoid a conflict, confrontation, dispute, clash, crash. It's all part of transaction. So it's also represented in this one of these 10 days as an exhibition to the public to educate them how transactions are conducted. Of course, to bring the people together, after all the transactions, they come on the same page. They come together for the Sadhya, for the Pookalam, and then go back to the transaction. There is a Pulikali versus the hunter. The hunter comes to hunt, and there are many people dressed in the color of the tiger, and they pretend to dance. It's a tiger show where the tigers are dancing and the hunter is pointing a weapon against the tiger to kill the tiger. Again, a transaction shown as a prey, a victim, and a victor, the hunter. And then there's a tug of war display. I think generally it is limited to men, perhaps not too many ladies play this game of tug of war. They pull a rope from both ends, maybe 35 people on one side, on one team pulling to their side, and another 35 people on the other side to see which team is stronger. They pull each other, and one group will collapse because the strength of the other one will dominate. So that is a tug of war. And the next game or the next transaction is Vallamkali. Vallamkali is the famous snake boat race, long boat competition of some 7 groups in a river. They row. Each group has about 50 people as the rowers, or if it's 30 or 50, and each boat has equal number of rowers, participants, athletes, and they row the boat, and there's a finish line. Which boat comes first to the finish line? It's a transaction, it's competition, it is comparison, and these are awarded, and they take great pride in victory over the other. So that's Vallamkali, a competitive rowing of the boats. So all of this together comes to display, to symbolizes transactions, where you have to enter into the market and transact. Well, this is how the world is. They come together as in Sadhya and Pookalam. They do it together, but even then it is laced, it is intertwined with whose Pookalam looks better. There is an award and reward, it's a competition, but you cannot avoid competitiveness. Well, enjoy your Onam. My best wishes, my compliments to everybody who's participating, who has upheld this tradition this culture of Onam in Kerala state. Of course, there are mythological factors, or whether more symbolic as Vamana, a small boy who reigned supreme over the Asura king called Mahabali and emperor called Mahabali, and then that's also transaction. Mahabali claimed that for me to retreat, strategic retreat in this squabble, in this quarrel, in this dispute between Vamana and Mahabali, I need to be awarded one day to come and visit my people. Devoid of that, I may not have agreed for a strategic retreat. So whatever be the case, the dispute ended and Mahabali was sent away and Vamana reigned supreme. So this kind of many symbolic debates and discussions are welcome. Who is the victor? Could Emperor Mahabali stayed back, and could Vamana have reigned supreme if Mahabali had not made a strategic retreat? So whatever the case is, now the time is for celebration and coming together, and keeping in mind, coming together means there were many disputes or there were conflicts, there were competition, comparison, they were awarding victorious and people who were defeated. In any which case, all come up together to hug each other and eat together. So my sincere greetings to everybody. Enjoy your Onam. It comes once in a year and most celebrated in state of Kerala. And best wishes for everybody for this to have a very prosperous time for you in the future. Make your wishes, do your meditations, do your prayers, do your celebrations. Enjoy. Happy Onam to everybody.